Hello, and welcome to Gus McDoll Strategy and Tactics, and thank you to our subscribers. I'm Nick McDoll. Today we're playing the Battle of the Coral Sea in 1942 Pacific Air War. This is a DOS-based game, released in 1994. The Battle of the Coral Sea was the first of a series of aircraft carrier battles in the Pacific War. The Japanese were planning to attack Australian forces in Port Moresby in Papua New Guinea. In support of the transports in the invasion force, the Imperial Japanese Navy committed 2 fleet carriers and a light carrier and supporting vessels. The Americans committed 2 fleet carrier task forces and a joint Australian-American cruiser force. In the ensuing battle, the opposing fleets never actually sighted or fired on each other, and the battle was largely fought by the opposing air groups. The Americans lost the fleet carrier USS Lexington, and the Japanese lost the light carrier Shorehor. But the naval invasion of Port Moresby was called off, reducing the threat to supply lines between the US and Australia. Let's start with a full introduction sequence, then on with the battle. As the name suggests, 1942 Pacific Air War is a military simulation based on the naval war in the Southwest Pacific in World War II. "1942 Pacific Air War is both a strategy game and a flight simulator. I'll be playing Carrier Battle, which is the strategy component of the game. We have a choice of 5 carrier battles: Coral Sea, Midway, Eastern Solomons, Santa Cruz, and Marianas, also known as the Battle of the Philippine Sea. Today, let's play the Battle of the Coral Sea. We can play as the Americans, or as the Japanese. We will revisit the battles from the Japanese perspective in a separate series. Let's play as the Americans. Carrier battle options: reports inaccurate or accurate, weather effects on or off, historical setups, random setups, experienced, inexperienced. This gives us a score modifier of 2.5. The in-flight options are: sun is blinding, pilots can black out, enemy pilots skilled, planes can collide, crashes fatal, gunnery is realistic, engine overheats, engine has torque, ships will evade, flight model is real, realistic landings, torpedoes realistic, and ammo is limited. May 4, 1942. The Japanese are preparing for an invasion of Port Moresby. We have sent Task Force 17, including the carriers Yorktown and Lexington, into the Coral Sea to prevent this. Your assignment is to do as much damage as you can to the Japanese forces, especially the carriers. Force them to call off their invasion if it is at all possible. Giving orders to a unit pauses the game. Here we are in the Coral Sea. It is 0643 hours, May 8, 1942. Australia is to the southwest, New Guinea and Port Moresby to the northwest, Guadalcanal and the Solomon Islands to the northeast, and the Coral Sea in the centre. We have Task Group 17 under Rear Admiral Fletcher. We can set course, set speed, view damaged ships, conduct carrier operations, conduct air search, and set up a combat air patrol. Let's review our ships. We have the carriers Yorktown and Lexington, the armoured cruisers USS New Orleans, Astoria, Chester, Minneapolis, Portland, and destroyers USS Morris, Anderson, Hamman, Russell, Perkins, and Walker. Next, let's set up an air search to locate the enemy forces from the USS Yorktown. 2 SBD squadrons available. Let's choose the first and send out 10 SBD on air search. This creates a search wedge. Let's move the window out of the way, and we can adjust the patrol area by clicking on the map. I want to detect anything moving from the northwest around the New Guinea coast. Next, a combat air patrol, again from the Yorktown. Squadron VF-42 has 20 F-4F Grumman Hellcats. Let's put 10 on combat air patrol. Finally, let's set course. I want the carriers heading west to cover Port Moresby and to avoid any ambushes by Japanese carriers. You can see cloud cover over the American ships. And out go the search planes from Task Group 17. We also have Task Group 18 under Australian Rear Admiral John Crace. In the real battle, this was designated Task Force 44, then Task Group 17.3. Our forces include the armoured cruisers USS Chicago and HMAS Australia, the light cruiser HMAS Hobart, and the destroyers USS Monaghan, Aylwin, Farragut, and Dewey. No carriers, so the carrier ops, air search and combat air patrol options are not available. Let's send them west as well. Set speed, 25 knots. And Port Moresby. This is the air operations screen. We will use this a lot. Port Moresby has the 8th Fighter Group with 50 Bell P-39 Air Cobra pursuit fighters, and the 19th Heavy Bomber Group with 12 Boeing B-17 Flying Fortress bombers. Let's set a combat air patrol. 20 P-39s from the 8th Fighter Group. And an air search. 6 B-17s with a range of 732 miles. They will search east to cover the entrance to the Coral Sea. We have already detected an enemy sighting. The Combat Air Patrol confirms there is a carrier. Let's launch an attack from Port Moresby. From the Air Operations screen, form a strike. Strike 100. Select target, the enemy sighting, and assign aircraft. 30 P-39s and 6 B-17s. The Yorktown will also attack. Form Strike 101. Select target and assign 10 F-4F from VF-42, 9 SBD from VB-5, 19 SBD from VS-5, and 13 TBD from VT-5. We have another detection, probably the invasion transports. Our combat air patrol has encountered an enemy plane. But we are launching the first strikes. Airstrike 100 and Strike 101. Air combat. Our airstrike has encountered an enemy combat air patrol. What do you want to do? We can engage and fly the mission as a flight simulator, or observe in carrier battle mode. Let's observe. Air combat. Our airstrike has reached cover group and is ready to attack. What do you want to do? Engage or observe? Again, observe. Carrier battle message. Strike 101 attack report. We lost 9 planes, sank a carrier, hit on a heavy cruiser. Remember, this may not be accurate. Air combat. An enemy airstrike is attacking one of our combat air patrols. What do you want to do? Engage or observe? Carrier battle message. Task Group 17 is under attack. We shot down 2 planes. The USS Yorktown hit. Carrier battle message. Strike 100 could not find target, returning to home base. That's odd. What to do next? The air search planes are returning to base. Let's move Task Group 18 northwest to intercept the transports in the invasion fleet and increase speed to 31 knots. Air combat. An enemy airstrike is attacking one of our combat air patrols. From the carriers or the land bases? Airstrike 101 summary report. VF-42, 5 shot down, none crashed. VB-5, 0 shot down, 0 crashed. VS-5, 5 shot down, 1 crashed. VT-5, 1 shot down, none crashed. Light casualties if we sank their carrier. Airstrike 100 summary report. 8th Fighter Group, none shot down, none crashed. 19th Heavy Bomber Group, none shot down, none crashed. Let's launch another strike. Form Strike 102. This time the slow-moving transports. Assign all available aircraft. You can see 5 planes were shot down on combat air patrol. Let's shift our air search slightly south. And the Yorktown's air search. We already know about the transports and carrier group to the north. But what about the other enemy carriers? Perhaps the air search can cover the flank to the east. Air combat. An enemy airstrike is attacking one of our combat air patrols. Port Moresby is under attack. Okay, probably need the air search to keep looking northwest. Air combat. An enemy airstrike is attacking one of our combat air patrols. Port Moresby is under attack again. It is now afternoon and the latest air search report has 4 cruisers and 1 destroyer heading southwest. Perhaps we sank the enemy carrier after all. Let's adjust the air search again. And Port Moresby's air search. Let's adjust north to catch any extra carriers. Carrier battle message. Strike 102 could not find target, returning to home base. Okay, let's strike with the carriers. Lexington this time. The Lexington has VF-2 with 22 Grumman F-4F Wildcats, VB-2 with 18 Douglas SPD Dauntless Dive Bombers, VS-2 with 18 Douglas SPD Dauntless Scout Bombers, and VT-2 with 12 TBD Devastator Torpedo Bombers. Let's form a strike. Select target, the transports. and assign all available aircraft to the strike force. Task Group 18 adjusts course to intercept the transports and reduces speed to 17 knots. Airstrike 102 Summary Report. 8th Fighter Group, none shot down, none crashed. 19th Heavy Bomber Group, none shot down, none crashed. Air Combat. Our airstrike has reached Invasion Group and is ready to attack. What do you want to do? Carrier Battle Message. Strike 103 Attack Report. We lost no planes, sank 3 transports, and hit 2 transports. Surface Combat Message. Task Group 18 is engaging a Japanese task group. Carrier Battle Message. Task Group 18 Surface Attack Report. Hit on a transport. Sunk a transport. Sunk another transport. Sunk a transport. Sunk another transport. Carrier Battle Message. Task Group 18 Surface Attack Report. Sunk 4 transports, hit 3 transports. I think we've prevented the invasion of Port Moresby. Task Group 18 is withdrawing from surface battle. Let's track north and slow to 10 knots. Airstrike 103 Summary Report. VF2, none shot down, 1 crashed. VB2, none shot down, none crashed. VS2, none shot down, 2 crashed. VT2, none shot down, 2 crashed. So battle damage and operational losses are tracked. Task Group 18 changes course southwest to sweep the channel and increases speed to 17 knots. The air search returns to the Yorktown. From Port Moresby, the air search adjusts north to cover the Solomon Sea. Task Force 17 moves northwest to cover Port Moresby and slows to 10 knots. And the air search moves to the northeast. Yorktown's combat air patrol is down to 2 F4Fs, with 8 shot down during the day. Let's increase this to 7 F4F. But it is past 10 PM, so no night operations. Today went well, and we are ready for tomorrow. Let's examine the rest of the map. It extends north past New Guinea to the equator, and east to 170 degrees longitude, down to Santa Cruz and the New Hebrides in the southeast, and west to the coast of Queensland in Australia. The Japanese have occupied bases in Lae in mainland New Guinea and Rabaul on the island of New Britain. Both bases can launch strikes, but Port Moresby has not yet suffered damage. The combat air patrol is down to 11 P-39s with 9 shot down. Task Group 18 clearly did not get their last orders. They moved south to clear the area of any remaining transport ships in the invasion fleet. May 9, 1942, 0500 hours. Air searches launch from Moresby and Yorktown. The south coast of New Guinea is clear. The Solomon Sea is clear. Yesterday's sightings. No sign of the Japanese ships. A detection in the eastern Solomon Sea. 1 transport and 3 light cruisers. Perhaps the remnants of the invasion fleet. With Port Moresby free from invasion, Task Group 17 moves east. Task Group 18 moves northeast to intercept the remnants of the invasion fleet and increases speed to 31 knots. Port Moresby readies a strike on Lae, allocating all available aircraft. The returning air search provides an updated sighting report. 1 transport and 2 light cruisers. Air combat. Our airstrike has encountered an enemy combat air patrol. Air combat. Our airstrike has reached Lae and is ready to attack. Task Group 17 and the Lexington readies a strike against the new contact. Form Strike 105. New contact is 2 armoured cruisers. Allocate all available aircraft. It looks like we sank the enemy carrier after all. Air combat. Our airstrike has encountered an enemy combat air patrol. Task Group 18 adjusts course east. Airstrike 104 Summary Report. 8th Fighter Group, 5 shot down, none crashed. 19th Heavy Bomber Group, none shot down, none crashed. Enemy sighting is now 4 heavy cruisers. Air combat. Our airstrike has reached cover group and is ready to attack. What do you want to do? Engage or observe? Again, observe. Carrier battle message. Strike 105 attack report. We lost 14 planes, hit on 2 heavy cruisers, sank a carrier. So it looks like the carrier lived after all, but is now sunk. Perhaps. As you can see, the report's inaccurate setting gives much more realistic gameplay. Yorktown now prepares a follow-on strike against the carrier group to the east. Now apparently 4 cruisers. All available aircraft assigned. There are no fighters. 7 are on combat air patrol, 8 were shot down on combat air patrol. It is now afternoon on May 9. More air searches go out. Airstrike 105 Summary Report. VF2, 4 shot down, none crashed. VB2, 3 shot down, none crashed. VS2, 1 shot down, none crashed. And VT2, 2 shot down, none crashed. Now the enemy is 1 cruiser, 1 destroyer. Air combat. Our airstrike has reached cover group and is ready to attack. What do you want to do? Carrier battle message. Strike 106 attack report. We lost 1 plane, sank a heavy cruiser. Now 5 heavy cruisers remain. Tracking southwest. Task Group 18 adjusts course south. Airstrike 106 Summary Report. VB5, 1 shot down, none crashed. These light losses are my best indication the enemy carrier has actually been sunk. It is past 1800 hours, a little late for another airstrike. Task Group 17 moves west to avoid a night surface battle with the remaining cruisers. And increases speed to 20 knots. Yorktown adjusts tomorrow's air search to the east. Surface combat message. Task Group 18 is engaging a Japanese task group. Carrier battle message. Task Group 18 surface attack report. Hit on a light cruiser. Sunk a light cruiser. Hit on a transport. Sunk a transport. Task Group 18 is withdrawing from surface battle. Hopefully that was the last of the invasion fleet. But Task Group 18 sweeps to the south to be sure, and reduces speed to 17 knots. Then moves west-southwest to support Task Group 17 and increases speed to 31 knots to close the distance overnight. It is now past midnight, May 10, 1942. Day 3. Task Group 17 swings southeast. And reduces speed to 15 knots. Task Group 18 is moving west to catch the enemy in a pincer come morning. Air search to the east. Zero 500 hours and the air searchers are out. Detected, and Task Group 17 prepares an airstrike. Lexington. Strike 107. 2 cruisers and a destroyer heading southwest. All available aircraft. Joined by Yorktown. Strike 108. Same target. All available aircraft. Let's end this. Port Moresby prepares another strike against Lae. 25 fighters, 6 bombers. The strikes launch. Air combat. Our airstrike has reached cover group and is ready to attack. What do you want to do? Carrier battle message. Strike 108 attack report. We lost no planes. Hit on a heavy cruiser. Sank a heavy cruiser. Air combat. Our airstrike has reached cover group and is ready to attack. Carrier battle message. Strike 107 attack report. We lost no planes. Hit on a heavy cruiser. Hit on a destroyer. Air combat. Our airstrike has reached Lae and is ready to attack. Interesting, no enemy combat air patrol. Task Group 18 moves southeast to intercept the enemy. Airstrike 108 summary report. None shot down, none crashed. Airstrike 107 summary report. No aircraft shot down or crashed. Another round of airstrikes. Yorktown. Strike 110. 3 cruisers remaining. Lexington joins in. Strike 111. Airstrike 109 Summary Report. No planes shot down or crashed. This must mean we have suppressed Lei. Carrier battle message. Strike 110 could not find target, returning to home base. Same for Strike 111. This might mean the enemy surface fleet has been destroyed. Task Group 18 moves east. It is the middle of the day, no cloud, and the air searchers have not located any enemy ships. Task Group 17 moves southeast at 20 knots. It looks like we've destroyed the invasion fleet of transport ships and the cover group with a light carrier. But where are the remaining Japanese carriers? Nothing detected in the Coral Sea. Or the Solomon Sea. Perhaps they have fled east. Or north. May 11, 1942. Day 4. Air searchers go out. Nothing detected. Naval victory in Coral Sea. Japanese advance checked by superior tactics. How did we do? First, the Japanese. 2 Shokaku-class carriers undamaged. 1 Shoho-class carrier sunk. 1 Chitose-class transport sunk. 2 Furutaka-class heavy cruisers sunk. 2 Aoba-class heavy cruisers sunk. 2 Myoko-class heavy cruisers undamaged. 2 Tenryu-class light cruisers sunk. 6 Mutsuki-class transports sunk. 3 Fubuki-class destroyers, 1 sunk. 4 Shiratsuyu-class destroyers undamaged. It looks like there was another surface fleet out there. Next, the Allies. 1 Saratoga-class carrier, undamaged. 1 Yorktown-class carrier, damaged but not sunk. 2 Northampton-class heavy cruisers, undamaged. 1 Portland-class heavy cruiser, undamaged. 3 New Orleans-class heavy cruisers, undamaged. 1 Kent-class heavy cruiser, undamaged, the HMAS Australia. 1 Leander-class light cruiser, undamaged, the HMAS Hobart. 4 Farragut-class destroyers, undamaged. 1 Mahan-class destroyer, undamaged. And 5 Sims-class destroyers, undamaged. And the 10 enemy transports sunk. Final score: ship points 2,432, plane points 110, modifier 3,813, for a final score of 6,355. And the win. How did we do? Well, we prevented the invasion of Port Moresby and did not lose any carriers or other ships sunk. And we sank a carrier, 4 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, a destroyer and 17 transports. The Lady Lexington lives. But we did not locate or engage the 2 Shokaku-class carriers. So a major victory, but not decisive. In the next episode, we will play the Battle of Midway. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and donate, and stay tuned for the next episode.